About 3 weeks ago, we had a Zoom call with myself and former Congressman Adam Kinzinger, a number of others, a Zoom call for Republicans for Harris. Over 70,000 Republicans from around the country joined us. I have been a public never Trumper for 5 to 6 years now. If the nominee was still Joe Biden, we'd be Republicans for Biden. This is all about stopping Donald Trump, who all of us believe is truly a threat to our democracy. Kamala Harris's campaign has really energized the movement.
And what was it about Trump that made you?
You don't have enough time. That kind of question just high fist bump me. That just cracks me up. I'll just do this because I was a Trump supporter in 2016. I still talk to Trump supporters every single day. And when I say he's a threat to democracy, and that's where I stop, they always ask for examples. The one I always lead with is this. He's the only president in American history who lost an election and refused to concede, refused to participate in the peaceful transfer of power, and then literally led a violent attempt to overthrow an election. But that notion that in our long history, we've never had a president lose and not stand in front of the American people and say, the people spoke, I'm disappointed, but I respect the will of the people. That literally is an attack on our democracy. He's promising to do the same thing now. So that matters way more than wherever the Democratic nominee is on policy.
Are you at all disappointed that you're not seeing more Republicans kind of concerned about this? He's kept a lot of supporters, it seems like, who are willing to go along with it.
Oh, it's his party. And again, I come from the base, so I engage with these folks every day. And when some of my former Republican colleagues say that the party can be taken back tomorrow, or if Trump loses, the party can be taken back in a month, I think they're smoking something, because it's not going to happen that soon, because Trump literally has a hold on the base of the party. I primaried Trump in 2020, campaigned up here. If I had $1 for every one of my former Republican colleagues in Congress who called me and privately said, Joe, I agree with what you're saying about him privately, but I can't say it publicly. They've never been afraid of Trump. They're afraid of his hold on the base. But the base is shrinking. I know that. And so you're seeing more and more Republicans now having the courage to come out.
Given how much Trump seems weakened now. There was that period where he seemed kind of on top. And now there's just a lot. I would say there's a narrative that he's badly weakened. Given this new candidate, given the new dynamics.
My fatal flaw as a politician is I can never not say what I think. Hell yes. As the Kamala Harris campaign has generated enthusiasm across the spectrum, Republicans for Harris are way more enthused. Look, I'd have run through a wall. Jim, I love this house. I would have run through that wall to help get Biden elected. And most of us felt that way. Most Republicans for Biden, never Trumpers, felt that way. But there are many more of us now wanting to run through Jim Steiner's wall. And that makes a difference. But again, you're seeing that across her voting base. The convention was really important. I was there in Chicago all week. First Democratic convention I've ever been at. The enthusiasm there and her speech, she gave a patriotic, pro-America, I love America speech that Ronald Reagan could have given, a speech that Donald Trump never could give. I live in DC. I drove back to DC from Chicago, and all weekend I've been bombarded by calls like I know you have, Jim, from New Hampshire, from Republicans around the country who said, I'm in now, Joe, I'm in. People from New Hampshire, people from Michigan, people from Wisconsin, people from Nevada, Republicans who, because look, let's be real and honest. It's to be a Republican and say, I can't support Trump. I can't support that. That takes some courage. But to then be a Republican that says, not only can I not support that, but I'm all in with her, that takes a lot of courage. because you are risking the end of your career as a Republican. But I've been blown away by the number of Republicans who've been reaching out since the end of the convention.
What do you see for your party kind of post-Trump? And is there a post-Trump?
Not until he's dead. I get asked this a lot because I come from the base. I'm a dark Irishman on this question. It's his party. MAGA's not a wing. MAGA is the party, which again, by the way, is why the country needs to wake up. I don't see the Republican Party getting off of the MAGA track it's on in my lifetime, which begs the question, then what? It presents a wonderful opportunity to the Democratic Party to expand to realign, expand their coalition. But eventually there are enough center right people, damn it, who got to be somewhere. And so maybe we're at a historical revolutionary point in American history where the two-party duopoly that has such a hold, maybe something might change that. I think we're at a weird spot. But step one is to make sure he loses. One of the most compelling arguments I make to Republicans as to why they should support Harris is they say to me they want their party back. And I say, if you ever want that Republican Party back, the fastest way you'll ever begin to get it back is if he gets his ass spanked. Like if he loses to her by a little bit, forget about it. The hold is still strong. But if it's the mother of all landslides, that might begin to move the party a wee little bit. That's the only way. That's the only way it could move. That's the only way. And smarter people than me believe that could move it. But a close defeat, no way. I believe it's a middle-aged, older base, most of whom will not change. He will not accept the election results no matter what the defeat is. And by the way, just think about that. I love this. I just love this. When I speak to young people, I speak on colleges a lot. There are two candidates, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. If she loses, she'll concede. She'll congratulate the winner. She'll go to his inauguration. She'll participate in all of that. If he loses, he won't do any of that. I mean, and that's it. End of story. He will never accept the results. And you'll notice, I know you have, he's been laying the groundwork ever since the Democrats chose Kamala Harris. The coup against Biden, as he talks to his people, that's just fodder for him to say, rigged, stolen. Rocky times, but this is why she has to win, because she has a unique opportunity to unite everybody, and I think she will.